Well, a few years ago, my family and I decided that we were going to do Couch to 5K. Couch to 5K, if you've not heard about it before, is a training routine that takes you from a couch potato to being able to run 5K. And we all did it, and we all managed to complete our 5K. And since then, I've carried on running just around town, just regularly as I can. At the beginning of the year, Dorchester started a park run, and myself, my son Joe and my son-in-law Jack decided that we were going to go each week and do the park run. And it was interesting how in the car on the way up I would always come up with various excuses, and I would typically say to them, well look, it's been a busy week, I'm really tired, I'm not really feeling like I'm going to do particularly well, so I'm going to take it easy today guys, and I'm not worried about my time. And yet in those early weeks, those early months of doing park run, each week I seem to be pushing myself to go faster and faster. And it's become a bit of a family joke now, where Jack regularly when we go up, he says, oh, I suppose Dad you're just going to be taking it easy today. And yet there's something inside me that wants to do more than just take it easy. Well, I think that there are times in life, aren't there, where we may set ourselves a personal challenge. Or maybe there are things that we set out to achieve. And yet we often can make excuses. We often can do things or say things that actually don't demonstrate the thing that we've set out to achieve. I always marvel at people that do amazing things. And actually one of those people is my friend Stuart Dawson, who's walking from Newcastle to Bournemouth. But I wonder what motivates someone to do something as amazing as that. And I've been following him this week, and it's been a real struggle. And you'll be able to see some photos that he sent. There's a short video that he sent, so you can keep up to date on how his progress is going. But let me tell you what motivates Stuart, because I've had the privilege of being able to talk to him. What motivates him is actually other people. You see, he's doing this to raise awareness and to raise money for the MS Society. And he has a close family member and a close friend who suffer from that disease. That's what motivates him. But all too often, if we're honest, if we stop and really think about it, there are many times in our lives where we set out to do something, or we set out to perhaps change ourselves for the better, whether that be a Couch to 5K or whatever that might be. And yet, just like me on the way to the park run each week, I've had a busy week. Oh, I'm just going to take it easy. I'm not worried about my time. Those excuses come. One of the things that often I hear is people say, well, why are Christians such hypocrites? And in our Just Looking section, there's someone who's going to actually consider that question and try and bring an answer to a question that many people ask. But let me just finish by sharing with you a scripture. You see, the Bible is full of advice and full of things that are helpful to us in everyday situations, and the situations where we may be wanting to do better, to be better. And often the Bible talks about a race that we're in. It's like a 5K race. It's like the race or the thing and the challenge that Stuart has set before him. Hebrews 12:1 says this: Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us. So life is like a race, and we need to throw off the things that hinder to run the race and run the race well. So maybe this week there's a challenge that you've got coming up. Maybe this week, even in this short reflection here, you've been reminded of things that you've said, well, I'm going to do that, and yet actually you've never quite got round to it. Maybe now is a time to throw off those things that hinder you and to press on and to run the race and run the race well. Have a great week.